Exploring the East African community was one of my long-held life goals. It was a dream come true to finally travel to all the EAC countries except South Sudan. 5 countries in 2 months. I have to admit that those were the best 2 months of my life. My name is Kogot Peter and I would like to show you around. It all began here in Jinja, a town in southern Uganda sitting on the shores of Lake Victoria. Jinja has the source of the longest river in the world, the Nile, and that is what brought me here. On my first day, I sought to explore the source of the Nile, and to do so, I went down to the Jinja Sailing Club.
That's the Jinja Sailing Club, the only sailing club without a sailing boat. 5% of Ugandans, we don't know how to swim. That's why they plan to build that bridge across the water. Because you know that the prisoners would not be easy for them to escape from the prison. That's why
One tour guide, one sailor, and one Kenyan soul ready to explore. It took the intervention of the guide to get us off the wheel, and off we went. And finally, we got there, the source of the Nile. Here is Lake Victoria, and straight ahead is River Nile. We opted to sail deeper into the Nile. That day, I learned something. Only about 70% of the Nile water comes from Lake Victoria. About 30% comes from the underground spring. It was breathtaking to see water gushing from the bottom.
the springs coming from the underground come to the surface. So it's the main spring. It's around here. And another 70% that comes from the lake. So this point right here, this is known as the source of the Nile because of the spring. This is where the biggest spring is. That's what the main stream is. It's like boiling, but these are smaller springs. But there are some.
After some minutes, we got to the Ripon Falls. This place had a real waterfall in the past. However, the government of Uganda constructed the hydropower dams along the river, which led to the rise in water levels, consequently submerging the falls. This is Ripon Falls in the 1910s. This is Ripon Falls in the 1940s. And this is Ripon Falls now.
Here there are some kind of stones down because as I told you, there was like a falls before, but now the water level is high. So the water just runs from that. It meets the rocks and they drop. And that's why that guy is having this. So this place is so dangerous with use a kayaking boat. You can turn the boat and break it. And actually, when you're driving here, don't use much force when you're driving the engine. Where you find a lot of currents, pull the engine, allow the water to turn. Then after, start.
There are more evidences of the rising water levels, and this restaurant is one of them.
As I told you, the water level is high. The whole place is submerged. So it's no longer one. So the place is just empty. But it used to be a good place, but the water level is high.
And now I have some good news for the beer lovers. You can actually have a bottle or two in the water. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ripon Happy Boys Bar Island. After the Bar Island, we went to the Mahatma Gandhi statue. Gandhi was an Indian politician and ambassador of peace, a Upon his death and cremation, according to the Hindu tradition, his ashes were spread at the source of the Nile and a statue built in his honor.
The Gandhi statue, Mahatma Gandhi of India. You know the Indians, they burn. So he said when he dies, his ash must be spread on most of the longest river in the whole world. So some ashes were spread along the Nile. So that's why the statue is just right here. At times the Indians, they come here like for remembrance. This man was a hero. That's why the statue is just right here. So it's called Mahatma Gandhi of India.
Next to the statue is a souvenir shop. Finally, it was time to buckle up my jacket, step into the boat, and smile all the way back to the hotel. On my second day, I went to the famous former BUJAGALI Falls, 10 kilometers northwest of Jinja. After about 30 minutes on the road, I had the Nile right before me. I was greeted by a beautiful scene. A group of friends enjoying a weekend expedition, possibly paddling from school or visiting a friend, or maybe just having a boys' day out. And then Charles came, a sailor and a tour guide in one.
Give us a discount for the Corona, yeah, which is for $10.
With Charles steady on the paddle, it was time to enjoy the beautiful sceneries of the Nile. And then we got to the former BUJAGALI Falls. Just like the Ripon Falls, this place had real waterfall. But in 2011, the construction of the BUJAGALI hydropower dam led to the rise in water levels, which then submerged the falls. After the BUJAGALI Falls, we came across a little Jamaican island.
All right.
Chuka.
God bless you.
All right. That's
And then Charles suggested something. Sliding. It seemed fun and I wanted to try for sure.
Walk here. Go backwards, yeah? Make sure that your life is safe. So here we go.
First attempt. At this point, there was no single trace of confidence left in my blood. I was so afraid and I wanted to change my mind.
Keep your head up. 3, 2, 1, and go.
My first attempt was too bad. I needed some demonstration.
Okay, you ready?
Yes!
Mr. Joshua. On 3, 2, 1.
need to be like that.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Mom, now try to hold your legs up. Hopefully you don't do it together. Over your face.
3, 2, 1, and go.
Izimuvemo huko.
3, 2, 1.
Second attempt, some encouragement.
Hold on tight.
Okay. Keep your head up. And keep your elbows on the table. Keep your head up. More. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
My second attempt wasn't too bad. And then I wanted more and more. After I had enough, it was time to go. On our way back, we encountered something. The submarine. On my third day, I set out to enjoy the street food and to see the city. What got my attention was this. In Uganda, unlike Kenya, a taxi is a public transport vehicle similar to a matatu or daladala in Kenya or Tanzania. food that I enjoyed the most was Rolex. Rolex is fried eggs and a chapati rolled together. I needed to see the process.